guys, it's Rampage once again. Now this time I'll be benchmarking Tomb Raider with the max settings, and this time I'll be having Tress effects on, and hopefully in editing you'll see both comparisons side by side with both the Tress effects off and Tress effects on with the same settings. Okay, start benchmark. So this is running the game fully maxed out with Tress effects on, and I'll tell you in a second why Tress effects will bog down your system a lot. Now keeping in mind that I am recording with fraps, so the frame rates do drop slightly because for some reason DxTory doesn't want me to import my my videos from DxTory into Sony Vegas Pro 12 or 11. I've even tried 10 and 9, and they still don't allow me to import those videos, so I'm gonna have to use fraps anyway. But yeah, as you can see with Tress effects on, Lara's hair does sort of go a bit weird. It sort of adds a type of physics to the game, but there's sort of like this barrier around her head that stops the hair from actually physically touching her body. So it kind of looks weird. As you can see right now, it's sort of around like barrier for some reason. So I'm not too sure why that is, but it doesn't really look it doesn't really look realistic either. So I don't know. Me personally, I'll just turn off Tress effects because it just looks weird. But okay, benchmark statistics: minimum FPS 12.8, maximum 35.0, average FPS of 29.2. So you can see that with Tress effects on, it does really bog down your system, and I'll just quickly show you what the performance difference with Tress effects on off. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, the reason why I don't like putting up AA is because it doesn't really show you a real-time sort of, or a real scenario where the player would turn the AA completely up, because I find FXAA to be perfect, or 1 times MSAA. So anyway, I'll show you guys now. Okay, so maxed out without Tress effects on, I'm getting 43 FPS right now, and keeping in mind that these aren't the settings that I'll be putting on, I will be turning off SSAO and also depth of field. So I'll also go ahead and show you guys the settings without that on. But yeah. Now again, for some reason on Lara's body there's all these like weird black sort of squares and shapes and stuff. I'm not too sure whether that's a game that the game causes artifacting in the benchmark, but I don't know, it's happening for me, and it was happening on my GTX 570. So again, my system hardware is an i5 2500K clocked at 4.5 GHz, 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and also a GTX 660 Ti. So yeah, you can see mad little black spots all over her face, and also on her chest and stuff. But anyway, benchmark statistics: minimum FPS of 22.6, max FPS 50.0, average FPS of 43.6. So you can see the difference between having Tress effects on and Tress effects off. So it does really bog down your system when you turn Tress effects on. But I'm not too sure what the difference is with an AMD card, because apparently this effect was supposed to be made for AMD systems, so keep that in mind, because it's probably not yet utilized properly on our systems, or the Nvidia side systems anyway. But okay, just turning down off depth of field, turning off SSAO, turning off post-processing, and high precision. I'm not too sure what high precision will do, but when I do this, my FPS goes up. and SSAO just gives you slightly better shadows, so I don't know whether I'll turn that to normal or just off. But yeah, depth of field sort of adds motion blur in most games, and that's sort of tied into post-processing as well, because post-processing will add motion blur within the game, and it just, I hate it, so that's why I always turn it off, and then I can max out the settings that I need to actually enjoy the game more. But okay, so start benchmark. Okay, so this is with the settings that I will be playing at. So currently right now I'm getting from 89 to 60 FPS, a solid 60 FPS right now, and that's basically because I'm recording with Fraps. It sort of tries to keep the 60 and 30 sort of range, but yeah, if I was recording with DxTory I would get around 89, 90 FPS, so that's a decent effort, and keeping in mind that I will be turning VSync on because I don't like screen tear, so it'll lock at 60 anyway. So yeah, this is basically the benchmark of my settings, and yeah, right now I'm getting 90 FPS. But yeah, this benchmark doesn't really test too much, so don't really think that you can't actually run the game, whether you're playing the game on max and whatnot. But yeah, as I said before, the settings that you would have to turn off or just lower would be depth of field, SSAO, and post-processing, and Tress effects, obviously. But yeah, as you can see here, minimum FPS of 46.0, maximum FPS of 91.4, average FPS of 76.4. So that is a major difference with just those few settings turned off. So keep that in mind when you go to play the game. If you want a very stable, playable version of the game, then turn all the graphics settings up to max and just turn off depth of field, SSAO, and post-processing, as I've done here. So I've got texture quality at ultra, anisotropic filter at 16 times, hair quality at normal, anti-aliasing FXAA. I might end up turning that to 2 times SSAA. I'll just do a benchmark on that in a minute. Shadows normal, shadow resolution high, level of detail ultra, reflections high, depth of field off, SSAO off, post-processing off, tessellation on, high precision off. So these will probably be the settings I'll try and play at. I'm not too sure whether SSAA will actually make my system lag, but right now it's getting a constant 60. I understand that this is in the menu, but oh well. Okay, so it's 62, 61, and I can't really notice any jagged edges, so hopefully this would be the way to go. Oh, just dropped to 30 FPS, but that's due to Fraps, and I'm not too sure why DxTory won't allow me to import AVI files. I have gotten K-Lite Mega Pack and Mega Codec Pack, sorry, and that just doesn't work. For some reason, it allows me to play the videos, but it doesn't allow me to import them into Sony Vegas. If any of you guys know how to fix that sort of thing, then please let me know in the comment section below so I can start uploading better videos instead of having to realize when the game is locking me at 30 FPS or when Fraps is locking me at 30 FPS. It's just a real heartache. But anyway, benchmark's almost finished. So I'm getting roughly 60 FPS. So yeah, there you go. Minimum FPS of 29.1, maximum FPS of 76.0, average FPS of 54.1. So just with FXAA and SMAA, or SSAO, I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember, but having that setting on will give you a slight difference in performance as well. So I'm probably just going to play with FXAA because it's decent, it does the job. So but yeah, that's basically my benchmark, and why I never benchmark with full AA, because it's just never realistic, and AA in general is a really big GPU hog, so it will bog down your system. But anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed my full benchmark for Tomb Raider with Tress effects off on maximum settings, Tress effects on maximum settings, and then my own personal settings that I'll be playing this game on. So yeah, again, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions, or if you have any questions about Tomb Raider or benchmarking on any other games, please let me know, and I'll try and help you guys out, or just make a video on benchmarking those specific games. But as always, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more benchmarks, reviews, and gameplay videos. Peace out.